Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. This is Any Kind Media. We are your hosts. My name is Ocean Subiano.
I'm Taylor Vera.
And ladies and gentlemen, today's a rare day in Any Kind Media history. If you've been with us from the beginning, you know that in our intro we said we were gonna do, regular everyday reviews on TV shows, movies, and video games. We apologize for the fact that about 98% of our content has been
movies and
TV shows. We've had a few episodes on video game content, but we haven't had a whole lot. And it's kind of funny because I would say as far as like what we spend time on, I would say like video games we might play more video games than we actually watch TV shows and movies.
Yeah. The thing is too, it's complicated, is like it's hard like to do game reviews because you want to do it on like things that we've both played.
Right.
Which is already a huge thing within itself because sometimes we're playing different things. And then depending on what type of game it is, like single player, multiplayer,
like
that
something
kind of stuff.
Like Elden Ring, it would take forever. You took a while to get through it.
Yeah.
It would take me forever to get through that game. Even though I enjoy playing it, it would take me forever. So it's really hard for us to, or we're still working on being able to bring you more video game content.
Right. So maybe in the future, I mean, aside from when we try to do these kind of sit downs where it's something we've both tried out, maybe if people are interested and they want more video game things, we can do like solo, like short format, I guess, reviews or something.
Yeah, because
for an example, like Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Like you said, it would take you a very long time to do it because it took me forever to do it.
Right.
Have a lot to say about the game, but I don't want to. It would be kind of ridiculous to, like, if we sat down and tried to talk about it together when the difference between us playing it is very different.
Right. So we'll work on that. If you guys have suggestions on how we can better bring you guys video game content, we'd appreciate it. However, today, like I said, is a special day. We are going to bring you some video game content. We are going to give you our first look or our initial impressions on Warner Brothers. It's produced by Warner Brothers, right?
It's
who's
co-produced by Warner Brothers and First Player Games.
First Player Games. Their game Multiversus. Game Multiversus. As you guys could see here, it's kind of hard to explain, but
it's a crossover fighting game.
Right. So think of Smash Bros, like, Mario
Super
Smash Bros,
yeah,
but with Warner Brother characters. Okay. It's very similar. I mean, if you look through, like, you had a bunch of different characters. We'll talk about that, but you look at the maps, the play style, the controls, everything is very similar to Mario Brothers or Super Smash, I should say. It's just with different characters and different abilities and whatnot. There's been quite a few games that have come out in this style, I would say.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna to start off our spoiler-free section real quick. I'm gonna say is, for me, other than Smash Bros, this is my favorite by far. Like, and I may not have played all of them or played them to an extent.
There's probably a lot more than you haven't even heard of, but I will say of that type, it's hard for me to say it's better than Smash because I don't think it is.
I don't think you
can.
But
I think it's just because Smash Brothers have been, it's been around so long that it's so fine-tuned to this point that it's like somebody trying to enter in like a fighting genre and trying to beat like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat.
Right.
It's gonna be hard.
Right.
You can do it, but it's difficult. So same kind of concept, but in a slightly different format. But I will say there are some differences from this and Smash specifically, but there are other games that are very similar to this game, or this is similar to those games.
Yeah.
But of those games, this one to me is the most appealing, and probably so for majority of the audience and stuff, because it's got Warner Brothers, which means all
Right.
of their IPs and stuff that they own, which are a lot of things that we love, are in this game. So it's easy to
I think that's
attach to.
sorry. I think that's one of the biggest things for me on this game is the potential there is for this, because Warner Brothers is involved or partnered or owns so many different things.
Right.
There is a very, very long list of things that they could put inside this game to expand the character set or all that stuff. So for me, it's really exciting because, like you said, the Super Smash, it has characters that are iconic to us, but there's not really
specific to Nintendo.
Right. And there's not a whole lot more that they could really add into the game as far as characters go that the general population would recognize. Or
Yeah, I mean, until a new game comes out
Yeah.
and then it introduces characters.
But this one, I mean, you walk into any household, any kid anywhere is going to at least know one or two of these characters.
Right. Probably most of them.
And it's going to appeal on a broader spectrum because, I mean, let's look at the character list, right? We got people from something as new as, Justice League or Batman, Superman stuff, very iconic characters.
I would say more would be new stuff would be like Steven Universe.
Sure, I don't know what
Jake
Steven
and Finn
from Adventure Time.
Yeah.
But even we have stuff from
classics, Tom and Jerry, Bugs
Yeah.
Bunny, all that kind of stuff.
we even have stuff from things that you probably, or a lot of people probably didn't even know was like owned or partnered with Warner Brothers, like Arya Stark from Game of Thrones.
Right. No idea.
I had no idea that Warner Brothers was involved with Game of Thrones. Or Iron Giant, right? Iron Giant is a super old movie that's, to me, it's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it's a classic.
And I bet you there's a lot of younger generation kids that don't even know what the Iron Giant is.
Possibly.
Yeah. And then we got stuff like Scooby-Doo. We got Shaggy in here. So there's a lot of appeal to this game for a broad spectrum of players. And the fact that they could add even more and add even a broader spectrum, like continue to open up the amount of people that the game would appeal to, is pretty awesome. And I think that's something that I really look forward to.
Yeah.
On top of that, the game runs really cleanly. There's a few glitches here and there, but I mean, it's
still in beta.
Yeah. So it's to be expected, right? But everything looks crisp and clean.
Yeah, everything looks good. Good music.
Functions.
UI is easy to use.
Very, very friendly to somebody that maybe isn't used to these games too much. It's pretty easy to get through the tutorial, which you didn't do, but I did. The tutorial is very helpful, actually. And then one thing I tried to find a picture of, but I couldn't, was the move list. A lot of fighting games have move lists and stuff, but this one, I don't know if it's like the fact that it has a lot of writing and a lot of explanation on what each move does or what it can do and stuff, but it just helped me understand how to play each character way more.
I think it's because like this game is clearly targeted towards a more broad audience, so it's a lot more basic and easy to understand.
Yeah,
versus something like Mortal Kombat. Like you look at the move list and it's huge,
so complicated
list of combos and stuff. That doesn't have that in this game, but it's still it makes up for that in like different ways of such as like special abilities or perks and things like that. And then the team comp is more specified in the sense of, because of the perks can stack on top of each other as well, versus just player ability themselves.
Yeah, that I think that's a really, really big thing that is going to, I don't know, at least it appeals to me. I think it's going to appeal to a lot of people, the fact that when you play 2v2, and I hope they add other versions, like 3v3 or 4v4, but the fact that what perks you run or your teammate runs affects the dynamics of the team is a big thing. You can't just have a Batman character that's maxed out and you're just the cream of the crop with that and you just wreck everybody. You gotta if you run into a team that has the right perks, like they could
I mean,
beat
I'm
you.
sure you could. I'm sure there's people out there.
If you're like
I've
best
seen
in
some
the world,
pretty insane things happen in Smash. I'm
if you're
sure
the
there's
best
no
in the
difference
world
this
at
game.
one specific character, then obviously, yeah, you probably win everything. But if you're really good with Batman, but you run into two people that are pretty good with their characters, but they have a better perk setup, they're gonna beat you.
At least have a good chance at it.
Yeah. So
seems like it's basically it's a lot more in depth than it seems.
yeah, I think the face value of the game, like if you were to look up this game on the PlayStation Store or whatever,
Because it's free to play, by the way.
yeah. If you were to look it up, it kind of looks like a kid's game and is very like light and looks really simple and whatnot. But the complexity and the depth that there is to
like,
the
it is like it's just like Smash. It's easy to get into, hard to master.
You could get in there and just smash square the whole time, and you might win the game here and there. Yeah. But you also could get in there and just learn all these crazy different movesets that make you really good. So I've been really enjoying it. I've been playing it for a week or two now, and I definitely am going to continue to play, and I definitely look forward to any expansions or additions that they make to the game.
Yeah, I'm excited. It was fun trying it out. I will continue to play it. I hope that my biggest thing is I hope they keep supporting the game, because if they let it die, it's never fun.
From what I've heard from our mutual friend Connor and just other things that I've seen online, is there's a pretty big following right now. Like a lot of people are enjoying the game.
I know, that's why it's important. Yeah. It actually makes it worse, because that means that they're in the spotlight right now, which is good.
Yeah.
In the sense that they get the the press and stuff, but that means when you mess up, that's it.
Right.
You're screwed.
Yeah.
So I hope they can live up to their potential that it seems that is in the game, and just keep making it better, adding more stuff, fleshing things out, all the minor bug fixes and whatever. And then, the season pass, I'm sure, because it's a free-to-play game, will be a very big influence. But a lot of the challenges and stuff from like dailies and such seem pretty reasonable. I don't know if there's a store or not in it yet.
I did not
but
look.
I'm sure at some point there will be a store, of course,
because there's definitely a lot of potential for skins, for emotes,
lots
for all
of
kinds
stickers
of stuff
and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Which I'm totally cool with.
Yeah, 100%.
In fact, I'm excited for it because I want to see what they got.
Yeah.
I just hope they can do it good.
I think they're definitely on the right track, and it definitely seems like they're really trying to make this game good, and we will continue to keep you guys updated on it. Once we get season 1, we'll probably do another video on season 1, and that way you get some more time to play the game and really flesh out what you like and don't like about the game. Again, we want to bring you guys more video game content. Maybe you guys have some suggestions of how we could do it. Maybe we can stream some stuff here and there, or we can, I'm sure there's a lot of different ways that we could get you guys content, but we're really trying, guys, on the video game front. We're really trying to
trust me.
Yeah, we're really trying
to get a lot more game stuff,
to integrate it more. It's
a little more challenging.
Yeah, but we will get there. I promise you, we will. So thank you guys for joining us on this episode. Special day. It's a video game for those of you that have been waiting for one. We appreciate you guys being here. Please like, subscribe, comment, share with a friend. Catch you guys in the next episode.
Multiversus. Show me what you got.